Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I was able to sit down and film a video, but just a little update on my life. The past couple weeks have been busy and a little difficult. So it was midterms for school, it was my mom's birthday, it was my birthday. I had to put my dog down, unfortunately, and I got sick. If you can't hear it in my voice, it's still kind of lingering, but I actually lost my voice for the past couple days, and it's back now. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this, I'm going to film a video, and elephant in the room, I'm blonde now. So that is what this video is about, how I went from a dark brown colored hair color to this blonde color, and I still have my hair on my head and it's not completely damaged and it feels healthy and it looks good, and I'm not a professional and I definitely did it for way less than you would pay for at a salon. So if you're interested in seeing how I did this or hearing about how I did it, then just keep watching. So I really wanted to film this process for you guys, but like I said, I've had no voice for the last 3 days, and my lighting situation just, it will not fit in my bathroom. So I'm going to tell you guys what I did, and I'll leave videos and products that I found really helpful or that I used linked down below. There are 3 YouTubers that I really followed and watched like a lot of their videos for my research. I think it's Alexis May, Lexi Dawn, and Jessica Gish, I believe are their names, but I really found them helpful, so I'll link all their channels below. So basically, just a little background on my hair. My natural hair color before I ever colored it was a dirty blonde with some light blonde highlights in it, so I was definitely blonde when I started to dye my hair. I started dyeing my hair in 8th grade. I know, that sounds really young, and it kind of is, but I wasn't doing anything crazy. I just wanted to try a new hair color. So I went from that dirty blonde with highlights, so I don't know, kind of like a medium blonde with highlights, but I went from blonde to very dark brown, and I've been dyeing my hair that very dark brown color for almost 10 years. So I have been brunette for a very long time. So yes, it is possible to take your way color treated hair to a blonde. It's possible. It's real, guys. But so anyway, the process. So I started off with a lot of research. Like I said, I watched those YouTubers. I originally wanted to do like a blonde balayage or balayage, however you want to say it. Basically, that word is just a term for hand-painted highlights. So I kind of wanted to originally do a brown root and then the balayage. I don't know how to say it, so if I say it wrong, I'm sorry. But I was like, you know what, that kind of defeats the purpose of going back to blonde, because I do get really light and golden up here in this area around my face when I don't keep up with that brown hair dye. And I was just kind of getting annoyed and tired of just having to constantly, not constantly, but like 5 times a year recolor my hair. So I ended up with this. And basically I'm just going to tell you about the products that I use and the process that I took to get my hair to this. Okay, so the first thing that came to mind was the integrity and the overall health of my hair. So I purchased a product off of Amazon. You can't just go buy this at Walmart or Target because it's something that like a hair professional would use. It's called the Redken pH Bonder, and basically what that is it's going to protect your hair. So you kind of put it into your bleach lightener mixture, and it just protects the ends of your hair. That is the reason I was able to go from a dark brown to a light blonde, well, not light, but medium to light blonde so quickly. So I would definitely recommend purchasing that. I'll leave a video linked down below on what the Redken pH Bonder is and why you should definitely at least consider purchasing something to put into a bleach mixture to protect your hair, because I know you guys have seen the horror stories, the crazy videos of people bleaching their hair off, and I was petrified of that because my hair had been so heavily colored processed for years with that brown hair dye. So I did use Redken pH Bonder, totally saved my hair. I'm obsessed with it. Redken pH Bonder is key. It's kind of comparable to Olaplex, which is what they also use in salons. They put that, it's same thing. You put it in your bleach lightener, but Olaplex, you have to bump your developer level up because Olaplex kind of bumps developer down. So if I was using Olaplex and I wanted to use a 30 level developer, I would actually have to use a 40 level developer with my Olaplex to get the effect of the 30 level developer. And I didn't really want to mess with that, and I wasn't finding any single use kits on Amazon. I found like a traveling hairstylist kit, but it was like $70 and it was a lot of product and I didn't need that much. So I found the Redken pH bonder and I'm super happy with it. Leave it linked down below. So onto bleach. I was going back and forth between if I wanted to use all from the same line, like if I wanted to use a Wella toner, I was like, okay, if I want to use a toner, then I want to use that bleach and that developer, and that did not end up happening. For bleach, the first time I bleached my hair, I just found some little packet of lightener at Sally's. I think it was called a Quick Flash, maybe by Clairol or by L'Oreal. So the first night, what I did was I took 1 packet of bleach, which I believe is 4 ounces of product, and 8 ounces of my 30 developer. Your ratio for your lightener, you want it to be 1 to 2. So 1 part bleach, 2 parts developer. So 4 ounces of bleach, 8 ounces of developer. So you mix up your bleach and your developer, you get that all mixed up, and then after you have it mixed up, that's when you add in your Redken pH bonder or Olaplex, whatever you want to use. They were just very adamant, I don't know why. Don't add it in until everything is all mixed up. So I balayaged highlights on, and I didn't worry about anything else besides balayaging my highlights on. And I also did use foils. They were nothing fancy. They were just a foil from downstairs in my kitchen, okay? And I also did purchase like a brush from Sally's. I'll leave that link down below as well. So, first night, just bleach, balayage it on my head, and that was it. I let it process for about 40 minutes. However, do keep in mind that the hair that I started on was definitely in foils for longer than 40 minutes. It was probably in there for like well over an hour, if I'm not mistaken. But that is the beauty of the Redken pH bonder. You're not going to fry your hair off if that's, well, depending on how damaged your hair already is, you're not supposed to be able to fry your hair off if you use a product like that. So that is why I was so comfortable leaving my hair in foils for as long as I did. So I rinsed it out after a while, and then I was left with orange hair, which if you're going from a dark brown and you're trying to lighten, you're going to get orange. Especially if you've been coloring your hair dark brown, you will get orange. So I washed it out, waited till the next day. So for the second day, I bleached again. The bleach I used was that Quick Flash, and then I also used a package of Prism Lights from Salon Care. It was the violet one and not the blue one. And that was solely because I was running on my Quick Flash. And so I mixed those two together. I again followed my 1 to 2 ratio of bleach and developer, and then I added in my Redken pH bonder to further ensure the integrity of my hair. So what I did this time is I went in a lot heavier with the bleach, and I definitely got a ton more lift out of my hair. I balayaged, I brought it up closer to my roots, and I was a lot more, I wouldn't say heavy-handed. I was more heavy-handed with my balayage. So after some time, I also did use foils again, so my whole head was in foils, and I was bleaching almost everything, but I was more careful towards the root because I didn't want to be all bleach blonde yellow. I washed everything out after probably 40 to 50 minutes of processing, and I was still an orangey undertone, but I was much more blonde. So I was getting to where I wanted to be. And now, what I did after I washed my hair out, in hindsight, I would not have done. However, I was using the Redken pH bonder for the bleach, so my hair really was not that damaged. I thought I was going to go ahead and be happy with it and leave it and just live in it for a while and see how I felt. So what I did was I went ahead and I toned it with Wella T14 toner, and that really didn't do anything. I put it on towel dry hair, but the next time I used the toner, I put it on dry hair, and it worked much better. And then after the toner, I went ahead and I put a permanent hair color in my hair. It was like, oh man, I think it was it was 9NG, I believe. I'll find it down below. And so the toner, they want you to mix it with a 20 developer, and then the hair dye, they want you to mix it with a 40 developer. But I did end up only doing 30 for each of them because that's what I had on hand. And again, in hindsight, I would not have done that to my hair on the second day because I still wasn't very happy. I'll post a picture up here somewhere. I wasn't very happy with the outcome. Like, I liked it, but it's not quite where I wanted to be. It was a dirty blonde, but it kind of had like a peachy red undertone to it. And that's not really what I was going for, because my hair does kind of turn gingery in the summer, or it did when I was coloring it brown. It would fade and it started to turn gingery just with the sun and everything. So that's not kind of what I was going for. So yes, I did bleach my hair again. After that second day though, I let my hair sit. I didn't want to do things 3 days in a row. So let's see, I started Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night, Sunday were the 2 days that I bleached my hair. Monday, I didn't do anything to it. I kind of just let it sit. I lived in it and I was trying to feel it out. Trying to see if I even liked it. And then I decided I'm not a huge fan. My hair isn't damaged because of the Redken pH bonder. So let me go ahead and just try one more time. One more time. So I went to Sally's. I picked up Salon Care Prism Lights in blue. So that's the lightener that I used the third time. I think I picked up 3 packets of that. And I also picked up another 30 volume developer because I was running out. And then I also picked up a toner. I used the Wella T18 toner, and I picked up a 20 developer specifically for that, and I didn't worry about hair dye. So I went home, and that was Monday, and then the next day, Tuesday, I decided to lighten my hair again. Oh, I also, how could I forget, I got a light brown hair dye. I believe it was 5N or 6N. I'll leave that link down below as well, so I have all the correct information. But everything is long gone. I've thrown out all the bottles. So I got a light brown hair color for my root smudge, because the other thing that I didn't like about my hair was that I was literally that peachy blonde all the way up. Like, there was dimension in my hair, and there were some areas where it was lighter because of the balayage I did the first day, but I didn't like that reddish, gingery, peachy root. I wanted something a little more brown. And I felt weird about my eyebrows because my eyebrows had been filled in brown so long that's all I had on hand, and it just looked weird. So anyway, yada yada, I did get a light brown hair dye. So what I did the next day is I did what's called a root smudge. Basically, you saturate your root, you separate your hair, root, flip it up, root, and you do that in sections. And once you have that all done, then you go ahead and just kind of comb it through. I combed it through uniformly till about here, and here is where it tapers out. So it's like a heavy root color up here, and then as you comb down, it diffuses into nothing. So that's what a root smudge is for short term. So I did that with a light brown, and then I again balayaged up with my bleach. Again, it was the 1:2 ratio. However, this time what was interesting is I did not have any more Redken pH bonder, meaning that the bleach would be able to penetrate my hair more easily and really do its work. So I did my root smudge first, and then I balayaged up, and I did foils. So my whole head was in foils. I let that process for about 40 minutes. I washed it out, and then that's really when I noticed more damage to the ends of my hair, which, as expected, if you're bleaching your hair, you will need to give yourself a little trim afterwards, and I was ready to do a trim on my hair anyway, whether I was going to color it or not. I just really needed to trim off those dead ends. So I was kind of freaked out about that for a little bit, but I was like, you know what, let me just relax, it'll be fine, I'll be fine. So after I noticed the deader ends, I went ahead and I trimmed my hair, and I dried it, and I put a couple of oils in it, and I just let it sit. And that was much more of the lightness that I was going for, so I was happy with the outcome. I was not surprised at all that I needed to give myself a hair trim, because like I said, I was going to give myself a trim whether I was coloring my hair or not. So then the next day is when I went ahead and I decided to tone my hair. And like I said, I used Wella T18 toner, and I did use a 20 volume developer, and that ratio is again 1:2. So I just poured the whole bottle of the Wella toner into a bowl, and then I filled up that same bottle with developer twice, just to make sure my ratio was perfect. And the difference here is that I did apply this to dry hair, and I did wait until my toner actually looked like gray. So I worked that onto my ends first, and I worked it onto the body, and then I worked it onto the root, and I really kind of just went back and forth and worked my hair for a good 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, I was like, okay, this looks really, really great. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it out. Excuse me. So So I rinse it out after about 5 minutes of really massaging it into my hair, and this is what I am left with, and I really, really like it. I think it turned out really well. And I still have the that dimension I was going for with my root smudge, so I really like that. I'm really happy with my hair. And again, don't bleach your hair 3 times in one weekend if you don't have something to put in it to protect your hair, or if you don't saturate yourself in coconut oil the night before, your hair probably will frizz off, and so just be careful of that. So that is how I took my hair from dark brown to this medium to light blonde in one weekend. Not one weekend, this is probably over the course of 4 or 5 days. I'm going to cut this video off now. I am at the point where I'm gagging, coughing, there's tears in my eyes. So I know I kind of jumped around. I will leave down below, like I said, videos that I thought were helpful, all of the products that I use. I will also list the days that I did my hair and what I did to them, so you guys can get a feel of like, oh, Saturday I bleached my hair, Sunday I did this to my hair, Monday I didn't do anything, Tuesday I toned, whatever. So I will leave that all listed down below because, like I said, I know I jumped around in this video quite a bit. I'm probably a blabbermouth and my throat is killing me. So yeah, that's how I did it. I really like how it turned out. It's very different. At first I was like, oh, what did I do to my hair? But after a couple days and curling it, I really, really, really like how it turned out. Again, don't do this to your hair. Like, if you do not want to lose any of the length of your hair, not even a trim, don't do this to your hair, because you will need to trim your hair if you bleach your hair that much. If you put that much color in your hair, something's going to need to be done. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications on for more videos. Comment down below, let me know what you want to see next. And I will see you guys with my blonde hair in my next video. Comment down below, what do you guys like better, the blonde or the brunette? I like both. The brunette is definitely what I'm used to. I'm still getting used to the blonde, but I don't think I did a bad job at all. I think I did pretty good. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys!